Good morning, beautiful people. Well, it's not morning yet here, but for a lot of you, it's morning time. So, good morning. It's been a while since I've done a live stream like this. And hey, Doc. Oh, lay down, lay down. It's okay. I probably won't be live that long either because my internet is not um my internet's not hasn't been so great lately, and I don't know why. It seems. Hang on, let me try to adjust. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it hasn't been so great lately. I don't know what's wrong with it, but hopefully, if you see me in right away, it's because my internet is not that great, you guys. But oh my goodness, I get so nervous when I haven't spoken to you in a while. Hang on for a second. Good morning, Claude. Or yeah, it's morning for you right now. Hey, Rich. Hi. We're gonna chat about some stuff. Dang, I almost forgot how to drop a link. Almost forgot. Okay, you guys. First and foremost, can you believe that I am over 4 years sober and I am approaching 5 years? Not yet, but I will be. And I really miss doing that kind of commentary. I actually started off my platform doing that kind of commentary before I switched gears and went and did the political thing. So my other channel, Sobriety Matters, I will be back over there making videos. I started that channel a while ago. I can't believe it's been thank you. It's been like it's always so much harder for me to speak to you guys over here. So bear with me. You know, I'm kind of a shy girl. So my Sobriety Matters channel will be my baby because that was my original commentary. I used to come on here and blog my journey with you guys. And oh, thank you so much, Claude. Shout out to you. Thank you. You said we'll get there. Rich, thank you. I'm going back to my roots. And if you are interested in that kind of commentary, follow me over there on my Sobriety Matters channel. I will post at least once a week. I'll give you guys updates. I will make videos and show you how different life is today. If you knew me like 4 years ago, then you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And those videos over there, I don't have any mods that could drop a link to that channel, but I'm definitely going to start posting over there this week. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to say hi and good night because I'm sleepy, bro.
Oh, go to bed. Go to bed. You know, I haven't done a stream like this in a while,
I
and
know.
I have to do them. I want to do them at least once a week and check in with you guys. But you know, life has just been lifing, and I haven't been able to come over here with you guys. But I will on the weekend. I will.
It's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to let you know that you got this. You ain't got to be shy. You'll be all right.
Thank you. You always encourage me. I appreciate that, and I don't know. I'll get better. I just I don't know why. I do my other streams and it's like no problem because we're talking
But
about Trump all day. We're talking about the news, and then I come over here to chat with you guys, and then I'm like, oh my god, what do I do?
because over here, it's like you're the solo focus, whereas over there, like you got videos and stuff like.
I think that's what's hard. Sassy, what's good, Sassy? I think that is the issue, but I'm committed to I'm committed to you guys. You guys show it for me, and I'll show it to you, and that's just what we do.
Yeah. Fucking Claude slipped me a NyQuil shot.
Okay, so anyway.
Sorry for cussing.
What'd you say? I could barely hear you.
I said you slipped me a NyQuil shot, and now I'm
yeah,
about to go to sleep.
How you feeling?
go rest. That's okay. That's okay.
Don't, you know I struggle with that, so I get it.
Yeah, it's been a
It's all
long
good, you
day.
guys. It's all good.
All right. Well, I will bid y'all good night. Have a good one. Good night, Claude.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you for coming. Sassy, I hope you had a beautiful day too. Okay, you guys, let me jump into my commentary real quick. But I did want to tell you guys that. So, quick recap in case you guys missed it. I will be back on my Sobriety Matters channel. That's the commentary that I used to do over here. No beefing at all. You guys know I don't do any of that stuff. But I used to do that stuff, so I will be back over there this week. I've been waiting to do it, and I almost abandoned it altogether. But nah, we're gonna keep rolling over there. So I'll do like blog styles and different type of stuff over there. Okay, so subscribe to Sobriety Matters if you're interested in that. But tonight I wanted to give you my thoughts on Nolan Wells. If you guys are not familiar with Nolan Wells, he's the 18-year-old college freshman who was missing July 4th. Oh, sorry if I got sneezed. Came out missing July 4th. His body was found July 6th. And it has been just one thing after another with this case. Now, some people are bringing up race into this case. Some people are saying it's foul play. I'm not going to say any of those things because I cannot say. Are you guys familiar with the case, or do you want me to do a quick recap? I can't say any of those things in this case because we don't know. We don't know. Claude?
No, I was waiting for you to finish.
So the funeral's tomorrow. I will be watching this funeral. I have been making videos about this. I feel sorry for the Wells family because no parent wants to lose their child, and it's really tragic. But I guess I'm slow to call this anything other than a tragedy right now because I do not know. The autopsy is going to say it's going to say a lot. Doc says it's an accidental drowning fueled by alcohol until proven otherwise. That's what Doc says. Claude, what say you?
It should not be. To be quite honest, it should not be about race. But I cannot dismiss the fact that he was the only Black person there, and I also cannot dismiss the history of the state of Mississippi. I can't do it. I mean, I would like to do that, but I can't do that. And again, I hope it's not about it. Yeah, well, that's the thing. They didn't find any water in his lungs, so the drowning thing is out the window.
But again, we don't know yet.
We'll find out more.
We don't know yet if there was water in his.
I didn't finish.
I
didn't finish. We'll find out more once the autopsies are done, and I mean both of them. But remember, that was the running theory, that it was a drowning. Okay, I'm done.
I need a drink, but I'm gonna say this.
Collagen water?
I have that right there. I'm gonna get another drink. I'm gonna get a drink, y'all. It's just greens in a cup. Rick says, I thought he drowned too. Sassy says, I think his life was taken, but there are so many stories out there. And I'm going to make videos more than live streams about it because I can tell you so much more in a video. I've been listening to Jasmine Crockett. Do y'all want to hear what Jasmine Crockett had to say? I'll play the audio. I won't play the video for copyright reasons. But of course she brings up race in it. She is a civil. She's an attorney after all. I think she's a civil attorney. Anyway, she's an attorney. Nevertheless, we know who Jasmine Crockett is. Um, but we heard what Jasmine Crockett said about Carmelo Anthony, so I'm just gonna dismiss that right away. I am slow to bring up race, and the only reason why is because there was no. When you look at the, I'm not saying that it wasn't racial, so please don't get that from me. But what I'm saying is there's no evidence of that. When you look at these kids' backgrounds, there's no evidence of that in their backgrounds, and we don't know what happened. We don't know. Doc said he washed up ashore. Now Claude says that there was no water in the lungs. If there were no water in the lungs, it can't be a drowning. It can't. I don't know. Let me fact check that real fast. Because the autopsy, we're still waiting on the autopsy, Claude. So where did you get that from?
That's also what I said as well. I said we'll know more once both autopsies are done. Because
Yeah.
remember,
So let's say there was no water in the lung. Then he couldn't have drowned, and then they would be looking at it as foul play. But if there was water in the lungs, it's a lot different swimming in the lake versus swimming in your swimming pool, and we really don't know what happened. I mean, it's sad. Nice young man by all accounts. Family's been getting death threats. The white kid's been getting death threats, and the mom that's grieving her son has been getting death threats. Jasmine is just too much for it. From the series they're saying there are other blacks out there too. So I need to see more. I did hear there were no water I heard that Tucson said that there was no water in his lungs. And if there was no water in his lungs, then that's foul play because you can't drown with no water in your lungs. It wouldn't be a drowning. Huh?
I said that's sort of my point.
Yeah, but I said we don't know.
But again, we won't know anything until we actually have the autopsy. And remember, they were hoping that the autopsy would have been done by the 10th, but they were saying that there was a delay in the transferring of the body, which you could make a case is another, but it's much too early to tell. So, and I've been following the case. I'm not dealing with speculation I just want to deal with pure, unadulterated facts. I don't want to hear, well, this one feels this way and the other one feels this way. I want to deal with all the facts that we have right now. And when we do end up getting more facts, proven facts, not speculation, then I'll deal with it. I don't want to deal with it.
So it has not been proven that there is no water in the lungs. That is a speculation. No autopsy has revealed that. So that is not. No autopsy has revealed that. I'm reading the. Where are you? Hold on. You can talk. I'm in the middle of something.
Okay, I see Dr. Manhattan. Authorities have not. No, well, there hasn't been an autopsy. The autopsy hasn't been completed yet on either side. And again, we know that there has been a delay as far as the transfer of the body. So until we get any autopsy results, whether it's through the Mississippi Police Department or the independent autopsy, we really don't know anything. So I understand that. And again, it's just very tragic on all sides. Because if it does turn out that it was a pure drowning and it was an unfortunate accident, then unfortunately those young men that were his friends have been through a lot of scrutiny for absolutely nothing. And if it turns out that it was foul play, then this is going to even make the investigation drag on further. And we already know that the parents have gone through a lot. So either way, it's a tragedy. Either way, it's a tragedy.
And hey, Joy. Sad case, I'm wondering to what happened. How you doing? I'm doing okay. How you doing? I'm doing okay.
I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, and that's another thing. He was supposed to have been left with the girl. No one's heard from that. We haven't heard from the
They
young
made a
lady that
statement.
allegedly
They made a statement.
they did.
They did make a statement. Yeah, they made a statement, and
Well, we don't know the.
I feel like it was an accident. But Sassy says, but if he did drown, how did nobody see him? Well, I was in the military, and people have drowned before when nobody seen them. Of course, that was a big ship. So,
Now, also it was an alcohol-fueled party, which may have something to do with it as well. Because let's face it, when you deal with teenagers and alcohol, that is a deadly mix, especially unsupervised. So we have to take that in consideration as to, oh wow, how did nobody see that he left? Listen, when you're intoxicated, you do lose track of certain things, and unfortunately, bad things can happen. We have to keep
wasn't
that.
the boat sinking too? Now, I want you guys to know this. I'm not saying that race didn't have anything to do with it. I'm not saying that it was a foul play. All I'm saying is that I'm going to watch this. I'm going to give you guys the facts with no spin on it. On my other stream, I'll probably play you guys a bunch of videos like I do and let you guys make your own decisions. I hate to see young people lose their life. I hate to see it. People are making a really big deal about the white boys that he was out there with. I have a lot of white friends. I don't really have any friends, but two. And I don't know, you guys. A lot of people are saying racism.
I think it's because
how come I don't see it? How come I don't see it yet? I don't see it.
I think it's because it's on the heels of the Carmelo case. I think that has a lot to do.
You see how quickly people forgot about Carmelo? Oh, and Tyler Perry is paying for.
Yes, paying for the funeral.
He's paying for the funeral for Nolan Wells.
For Nolan Wells, and also Colin Kaepernick is also paying for the independent autopsy.
Aren't they sweet? That's awesome.
Also, people have contributed to their GoFundMe. Byron Allen, who he's the owner of the Griot, which is a cable channel and also a magazine and also a YouTube channel. In fact, they're going to be the ones that will be showing the funeral tomorrow. They'll be showing the proceeding. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was looking at the letter from the mom. Tallest and baldest white friend died. Byron Allen donated $100,000. Now those are the kind of GoFundMe's I don't mind. Stuff like that. Wow. First to the family, because no matter how much money they raise, this family lost their child. No amount of money is going to bring them back. So the money that they're getting and all of that stuff. Let them. If I was in Mississippi, I'd want to go to the funeral. I'll be right there with my camera on if I could have it on. Well, that might be not tasteful, but I'll be right there.
Like
give my condolences. What is wrong with you? I'll be giving my condolences.
What's wrong with me? You the one that well, that might not be tasteful. What it is, like damn, bro.
Because I want to, of course, bring it to you guys. I don't. Sorry. What do you want me to do? I bring the news, but honestly, you guys. Hey, Mello. If there was foul play, then that's going to be really sad. But I don't really think that.
I really pray it's not. I
don't think the investigation is going to show any of that. Do you guys want to see I don't think the investigation. Well, I can't say. I don't know. So I'm not going to tell you what I think. I don't know.
You're speculating.
Just talking. Guys, let me give you guys a clue.
Again, I pray it's done. I really do. All jokes aside, I pray it's done because that's the last thing. It's the last thing that this country needs is any more divisiveness. It really is.
This country is so divided. Let me share a video. Everything I share is educational for use purposes, you guys. Just because we're talking about it. Just because. It's not really the one I wanted to show you guys, but it's okay.
About his mysterious death. ABC's Ike Adjunchi joins us now with more. Ike, good morning.
Hey, good morning, William. Good morning, everyone. The family of Nolan Wells, they're preparing to lay their 18-year-old son to rest. Wells was found dead on July 6th in the waters off Mississippi's Horn Island, where he'd been celebrating the 4th of July.
What a good-looking group of people. Was he drinking too? You don't see any alcohol in his hands.
Holiday with friends. Now, 2 weeks later, his family is finalizing funeral plans. Now, his mother, Christine Wells Wansley, says the service will be held Monday at Center Point Church in Ocean Springs, followed by a celebration of Nolan's life at the Jackson County Fairgrounds. Tyler Perry is paying for the funeral. The Reverend Al Sharpton is set to officiate, and civil rights attorney Ben Crump will deliver what the family is calling a call to justice. Now, his mother shared her heartbreak publicly, an emotional message to supporters on Instagram. Take a listen.
This loss, this grief, this pain, it's different. It's insurmountable. And I know if Nolan was here, he'd be like, Mom, just keep talking to the people, keep telling my story, keep telling your story. So that is going to be my plan.
Now, there are still questions surrounding his death. Authorities suspect he drowned, but the sheriff says the investigation is still open. An autopsy is pending, and his parents now say they're ready to hand over Nolan's cell phone to the district attorney. Rachel?
Yeah, it's going to be an emotional week for that family. Okay, Ike, thank you.
I want to say this. As I listen to that clip and I bring you guys these stories, I want to highlight Nolan's life the best that I can. He's a young person. I'm a mom with a child about his age, and that's what I want to do. I'm not going to draw any conclusions. I feel like a lot of these streamers and YouTubers and Roland, you guys know I can't stand Roland Martin. I can't stand that move. Anyway,
he's a fan either. Don't feel bad. I
cannot stand him. A lot of people cover these things just for money, for a click and a view, and they really don't bring you the truth. Because the truth is, there's no evidence of the autopsy report hasn't been out, isn't out yet. So we don't know. We don't know what happened. We don't know. But all these spins on it and the death threats and all those things on both sides, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is very sad. There's no question about that. And I also think the reason that race is also brought into it is, unfortunately, that's what comes when you hire an Al Sharpton and a Ben Crump. So automatically it pivots to that. And it shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
I'm not mad at the family for hiring.
Oh, no. I'm not saying
that
they should have hired him. I'm just saying, what comes Sharpton and Crump, they always pivot towards that. They meaning the media. I'm not mad at the family. The family is trying to get the best representation.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do for their kid, and I can't be mad at them for that. I want to know too. Mello says the weak-minded people are saying they want justice. What justice? Some people don't want to accept a death, especially in a person so young that had his whole life ahead of him. I'm gonna say this. I know someone that was younger than Nolan, who lost his life. He went out to a lake. I'm not gonna get into that story. I've told it before, and he lost his life. He drowned, and it was very hard. And it was people that was there. People didn't see him, and so it's one of the most tragic deaths that you can have. I don't make light of it, but I think it's hard for people to accept that these things can happen.
That's a parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine how they're feeling.
No, I wish I could keep. I mean, I don't like not having my kids around me. You worry about your kids so much. When I see Nolan's family, how disgusting that somebody sent them a letter, or a picture of themselves mocking their grief. That just shows how cold people are. People are cold, but at the end of the day, I'm online, so I know how evil people can be, especially behind a keyboard. And when they're anonymous, people are devils. So that's what comes with being public with any type of story. People are going to be demons, and you just have to
gotta roll with the punches. You have to roll with the punches, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Trust me, we know firsthand.
Yeah. So Mello says, BS spin around water and drink it. It's very dangerous. I was on water all the time. Shit happens. Yeah, still a tragedy. I didn't realize. So there's another case that's in Texas. There's also a white kid that lost their life. People are losing their lives, and some people feel that only Black cases are brought to light, but no. I just think that some cases are highly publicized. In this case, right after Carmelo Anthony, it's just being brought to light. There's a judge that lost her son. There's a lot of people that have lost their kids, but I guess because I'm gonna call a thing, because Nolan went out with the five. I said five. Oh my God! Nolan went out with his friends, and they were all white. It's Mississippi. Some people are wondering if there's foul play, and so they're gonna look into it. And I will be right there reporting on it, right with you guys. What are people gonna say then? Oh, I missed this. Let me ask this: if the autopsy comes back and the investigation comes that it was an unalive, but it was done by the other friends, that's the same race as him. Because some is saying they was there, what are people gonna say that? Oh, sassy. So you're saying if the autopsy comes back and it was done by kids that were Black, what would people say then? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I would say it's an absolute tragedy. But you're right.
Or are you gonna get people doing what they did with Carmelo Anthony and making excuses? Is that what they would do? That's a good question, Sassy.
That is a good question. You're right. That's a very good question.
That's a question. Will they make excuses the way that they've done for Carmelo Anthony, where they're still saying that Carmelo is innocent? And now look at how quickly that story has died down. Are people still fighting outside for Carmelo Anthony, camping outside the courthouse? No. When these guys do the crime and they're listening to the people online thinking they're going to get him off, now he's alone in that jail cell by himself. You got to think about what you're doing. If it was Blacks that took his life, damn.
Well, listen, they're savages. I don't care who did it. They're savage. I could care less who did it.
Mello says, no shit. You're saying when the facts come out? Yeah, when the autopsy comes back. When the autopsy comes up, because there's two that's done. I could have sworn that the results would have been back, but maybe it takes a little while. But
remember, there was it was slowed up because there was some type of hold up as far as transferring the body. That's why it's taken so long for the autopsy to be done.
Yes, Mello, there's going to be an autopsy. The family wants an autopsy. We're still going to fight till justice. Okay, Queen K, bro. I'm glad people are fighting, but we don't know what happened. We don't know if it was an accident. We don't know if it was foul play. Whoever did it is evil. That's right, Sassy. So we don't know. And I'm not going to guess. I hope that there is justice, Queen K. I do feel that an autopsy is necessary because people are going to want to know if the kid drowned or not. People want to know, Mello. They want to know. I want to know. But do I feel justice? What justice? Mello's going off. Mello's going off. Mello's saying it was an accident. I mean, I have to say it was an accident until we know different. I don't know. What do you think, Claude?
What, you're talking about the are you talking about the Nolan Wells case Or are you talking
Nolan
about?
Wells. I am not talking about
Oh,
Carmelo
okay.
Anthony.
You're not touching that anymore, huh?
Where there's no new, there's with Nolan. I mean, with Carmelo, the latest update was that he was getting bullied in prison. That was the latest.
Duh, prison.
Yeah, that was the latest with him.
I mean, he's well. I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that part either. But until we know everything, I mean, everything as we mentioned is speculation right now. I pray that listen. Either way, it's not going to bring Nolan Wells back, unfortunately. But I pray that they would, just they could have some type of closure. I pray that it either was a drowning or there was no foul play. I just pray there was no foul play.
Melo said, whoever did this, question mark, you sound like a fool, you know nothing. Sassy, no, see, this is why I can't say that it's foul play at all, you guys. No one, I'm not gonna guess. I'm just gonna bring you guys news like I always do. The autopsy, neither autopsy, not the private one or the one that the state ordered, has been back. No, so there's no results from the autopsy.
Well, again, the reason the autopsies are not back is because, according to both the Wells family and the Mississippi police, there was a delay in transferring the body, which is why we have the delay that we're having right now.
And it's not a conspiracy, because if it was, then Crump would have gotten the autopsy back.
One would have one and the other wouldn't.
Yeah, we'd have it back. So that's just it. I pray that the family rests in peace. The Wells family, as far as what I've been watching, hasn't said anything about race, besides they want to make sure it's not that. But they're mostly just talking about foul play, the fact that Nolan didn't have his phone on him, because what teenager doesn't have his phone on him? Those are the things that the Wells family is saying. Now, the other side says, wait, we're on a boat, so you don't bring your phone on that kind of a party. I don't know. That sounds a little weird to me, because boat or not, I would have my phone on me, because I don't want to, teenagers putting everything online. They're not going to go without their phone. Nevertheless, I don't know. Mello says, right, how about people speak on effects, not some racist race baiters propaganda. God will have the last say. That's right, Queen.
I don't look at the chat much when I'm online, so please forgive me.
Oh, it's okay. I read them. It's just a few people in here. I read it. Mello feels that people are race baiting. Mello, to be fair, I have listened to some of the content creators covering Nolan Wells. That's one of the reasons I was very slow to cover it. Because we can't say that this was a racist anything. And we can't say it. Mello says, you don't bring your phone, your $1,000 phone in the water. Come on now.
I'm just looking forward to the autopsies before I go forward to anything.
I don't know. I think right. Well, there's just a few in here. Let me.
I just think this was it happened at also the worst possible time. It was right after Carmelo Anthony. It's just back to back. And of course, the Daniel Irving thing actually happened a couple of months, and that was reversed. Remember, they thought that was a drowning. And then they arrested two other guys. One's a minor, and one, I believe, was 19. So to have that also, that's been a big deal. So it seems like so many back to back.
I don't know. Let me listen to part of this. Everything I share for educational purposes. I'm not going to drown you guys with videos today. Mello, I don't want it to be racist. I don't think it's racist or anything right now besides an accident, but I can't say. I'm just going to give you guys the facts. Until there's more, I'm not going to say anything more than that at all. Okay, let me see. Because I can't say something that, what's good, Damage?
Hey, damaging.
Any QR today? I haven't done a stream like this in so long.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Hey, you Damage? Oh, okay. Nice. All right, let me I'm not gonna play all this. I just want to hear what this guy's saying.
A fact or a piece of evidence that suggests any foul play. But if there is, I feel confident that the sheriff's office, the district attorney's office, the members at the Department of Public Safety that deal with these crimes, if there had been one, they will find it and they will do what is necessary.
Well, if you don't know anything, why are you talking? Because it's starting to bubble up as important. And that's why we're covering on Cuomo Crime Time. And you can go get the podcast anywhere you get podcasts. It's free. Subscribe. We're taking on these kinds of cases and showing you the inside from the people who are pros in figuring this out, as opposed to just peddling conspiracies. So will the family of the dead 18-year-old, Nolan Wells, start getting answers about how exactly this happened? Nolan was the only black kid in his friend group of 5 who went out on the boat that July 4th. Does that matter? Nolan was also the only one who never returned. That obviously matters. His body was found 2 days after he was reported missing near the shoreline off Horn Island. Did he die in the water or did he die on land? That we're going to know. Police initially said they did not suspect foul play, but his family is insisting on a full investigation. Yesterday, the DA met with Nolan's parents. Afterwards, the family said the case will be presented to a grand jury once the investigation is complete. Interesting. They also said Nolan's phone, which he didn't keep with him when he was separated from his friends, will undergo a forensic inspection from both state and the family's chosen experts. The family believes some of Nolan's messages may have been deleted. Why do they believe that? There's also been new audio released of the boys on the boat that afternoon. Does it mean anything? Let's get some answers. Let's bring in former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer and civil rights attorney.
So that's really the questions that people are asking. That's probably the question. So you guys, as these stories develop, I listened to the tape. I listened to the recordings from the boys. I listened to all of it. I don't see any foul play yet. So I just don't. And it's kind of sad that this is highly publicized the way that it is, because the family really, after the funeral, they really just need to heal and put their family back together. So actually saying I'm looking at both sides because because one of the black friends said he was there too. And no one really talks about that, Sassy. Mel says all fluke and speculation. It's all speculation. So that's just what it is. It's all speculation. And he could have just, unfortunately, have drowned. But the autopsy would definitely answer that question. That one's a no-brainer. If there's water in the lungs, he drowned. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm just tired of seeing.
But you see how Chris Cuomo was pushing that to. He made sure the hammer. He made sure to hammer the case. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is that you backstage?
It is.
Hey, TC,
what were you saying, Paul? What were you saying?
No, but see, this is why I consider the media the most evil devil in America. Do you see how Chris Cuomo keeps hammering the fact he was the only black kid and there was 4 others who were white? I mean, he pushes that to the utmost. We don't even know anything as of yet, but he's already got the narrative there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even play what he thought. Like,
I mean, this is him. I mean, you could clearly hear him say it. I mean, we don't. Everything is pure speculation right now,
Right,
and
Damage.
he's sensationalizing everything.
That's why it's
Can we at least
hard
get
to
the autopsy
watch.
first?
It's hard to watch mainstream media. I'm gonna just stick with MU News because I'm not buying into any of it. I feel that a lot of people are bringing race into a lot of things. You guys be mad at me if you want to, because it just makes the stories more popular. Now, okay, Mississippi, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't dismiss it because of that state.
We have race when it comes to Carmelo Anthony. We have race. It's just like anytime there's an interaction between a white person and a black person, we're going to bring up race instead of just looking at the facts. When we get to a point where we can just look at the facts or something, then I want to talk to you guys. Until then, it gets tiring. Good morning, BG Free. How are you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, TC. Hey,
No,
sis.
I think you just made a good point. Doc, and Unc, hey Unc, how you doing? And hello to the chat. I want to say this because
Right,
I think we're very, very familiar with the Cuomos. I don't know, Unc, about you, but they were neighbors of mine growing up.
They're from New York.
Okay.
I know all about the Cuomo.
Okay, right. You know it, and okay. I'm very familiar, and you make a good point. The media, the media is the one that's bringing up race, and stop saying that it's people. When you hear Mississippi, you hear a lot of history. Yeah, you hear you go back to historical events, and people will go back to that. But I've noticed, and I'm with you, Unc. I have seen and I've been hearing a lot of the narrative that's being spun about race has been coming from mainstream media. Okay. Now, I've heard, of course, people mention some things about Emmett Till and making some comparisons. But here's the other thing that I'm thinking.
I'm sorry to cut you off, TC. How do they bring Emmett Till into the?
We don't listen again. It's don't get upset. Listen, you're talking
No,
about
it's not
people.
even upset. It's just
it's a
again.
shame.
There's no cure for stupid. There's no cure for stupid.
But then what you and MU were saying was, let's get the facts. First of all, we have to be logical about this, and we're looking for people to be mature and rational, and so you need to get facts. And all the emotional heartstring pulling is not going to do anything but slant it as usual. The other thing that I'm really not understanding. You're a parent, Unc. Is that correct?
Tell me
MU,
about 3
you're a
daughters.
parent, right? I want to know, and I would like to ask the parents, did they ever go to this island? Before my child goes anywhere, I'm going. I want to see it I want to know who the kids are that are going to be there, who the parents are. I'm going through let me tell you something. I went to a 16-year-old birthday party, and it was only 4 of us going, 4 children and 6 parents. My mother went through an all-out investigation. We went to an island, and it was Long Island. Okay, it was Long Island, and my mother wanted to know who was gonna be there, what was the itinerary. She wanted to know the place. She wanted to know everything. I'm asking, and see, we're going to get the facts, and all of this are going to come up, then keep coming up, because now you have social media people in it. So, of course, things are going to always come up every day. But as parents, I want to ask you and MU, when your children go somewhere, I want to ask you, do you all ask questions, or you just let your kids go? Do you ask any questions about who, what, where, when? I mean, this is an
Oh, we have
island.
the 360 app on our phone, right, Doc? You could hear that. So I don't like playing. And people keep asking me, why don't you play other news networks and stuff? Because they're biased. They're biased. They don't give you guys the truth. Stop. When my kids go somewhere, two older ones, one younger one, right? So we have the app on their phone. So I know, and of course I ask my daughter, like, who are you with? What are you doing? And a lot of times, guys, I take my kids, like, they don't even know why. I'm like, oh, you need a ride? You want to save your gas? I'll take them because I want to know. Yeah.
Right. I want to know, is the island governed? Who is the island governed by? The United States? Who owns the island? You know, what is it? Is it who's the representative? Who's the representative for the island? Like, how do you get to the island? I know, is it a boat? They and they have the information, but what I'm saying is that I before my kid goes somewhere remote like that, I wanna go and I'm gonna check it out myself. Even
Check out the lay of the land.
even if look, Unc, if you and I were married and we had a son or a daughter, and especially if my son or daughter's getting ready to go off to college, let me tell you something. I'm getting ready to, because I already know what happens. But I'm going to take you and me. I would be like, honey, you're gonna have to go and check out this island. We're gonna go on our own and check it out. I want to know, when I went to college, my mother, my father, my aunt, my uncle, they wanted to know how many steps was it from, at that time, the telephone, it was a phone booth actually, to my suite. My father and my uncle they counted how many steps it was to downstairs. They checked out how far it was gonna be from the the what do you call it, the fire department, the police department. You go through those, you try to find out as much information, and I want to know who the parents are, and especially if the mother was a social influencer, I would have had to have doxed all of the doggone parents to find out exactly who they were, who my child is going to be intermixing with.
I'm just
And I
saying.
don't, and that would even be for that would be for family as well as somebody I do not know. And that's just that. I would love to.
I see what some of you guys are saying in the chat. YouTube held back a lot of comments, but when I looked at my phone, you guys were going off on some of these comments that were hidden. So I did try to unhide them, some of them. When I couldn't, because you used a racial slur towards a white person, and we don't do that.
Yeah,
we don't do that, you guys. Are y'all okay? So Mello says people want there to be some race related with everything nowadays. Black people can be racist. I think I did a stream on that, touching that. Claude is looking for. Oh, I don't want to upset Claude, so I won't read that one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Okay. I didn't say it.
I didn't say it.
I didn't say it. I lost the comment. Something about you and race. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
believe
didn't agree with what you said, but I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, you guys. I do, Melissa. I can't find a. That's okay, Carl. I can't find a comment. I do feel.
Pamela. Whoa.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
Yeah, damage. Kids have more respect when they live on the water. I mean, kids have more responsibility. They give more responsibility to their kids when. My kids grew up around the water. I'm in California. I'm in the desert, so we don't live near the water, but when we go to the beach, when we go to San Diego, when we stay at these resorts and stuff like that, like we like to get like homes that's like on the beach. Our kids are out. My kids like to kayak. My kids like to do all kind of water sports and things like that. I mean, but we live near the not Palm Springs, but we live near the water, and I understand what Mello was talking about. Mello is saying that anybody that's saying is racial is a racist. I think that white people are tired of the race card being thrown in. I think it waters down when there's actually race-related incidents. People don't want to hear it all the time. I will be happy the day that we can look at these cases, whether it's a court case, whether it's a death, and look at the facts. And then if it's racist, then call it out. But until then, can we just talk about the facts of something happening?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm doing, because I would like to find out what happened pre-planning, the planning of the whole entire, who are the families, how many families were there? All of those things are definitely facts, because there's information. I have heard nothing but the media, mainstream media, just gouge in and talk about the race thing. So if it's anybody that's talking about race, is definitely not is some of the people who are mainstream people, not regular folks.
Big BG Free says, honestly, the word racist doesn't even have a meaning anymore. It's way overused. The problem is, well, then call out these race baiters like Al Sharpton. You guys know I don't listen to no Al Sharpton. Yeah, you guys know I don't listen to that stuff.
Call him out for what? Call him out for what? For asking questions, like any one of us are asking questions. Like, I want to know I have lots and lots of questions. I want to know who the families are. I want to know if my child is not a person that likes swimming, then I would think it would be really very, very questionable. 18-year-old, no cell phone, just going on an island. Your child. It's just too no. We're not even talking about the race baiters. We're talking about the facts of this particular of this case. We don't even don't worry about all of those people.
Damage, I don't know what Kabrewing is. I never heard of that. No, I don't know. TC, I don't listen to Ouch. Okay, so Mel says, here we go. We want speculation instead of facts. You're weak-minded listening to this crap. I just let people speak. I have my own opinion about stuff. I'm trying to find... Let me go on mute real fast. I want to point you guys Jasmine Crockett.
We don't even know anything yet. Why is...
See, this is the reason when you're asking questions about some facts, about pertinent information, you have folks that want to call you slow and things of that nature. Well, here's the thing. I know you're projecting because you're projecting on yourself. And that's who you are. These are issues that we know are very, very important and going to be very important in the near future as far as this case. Of course.
Man, Jasmine Crockett looks good in this. I don't even like Jasmine Crockett like that, but she looks good in this little clip. I can't find a source that I can show you guys that it's not copyright. I won't get a copyright, but I wanted you guys to hear what you have to say. But I don't know if I can find this. So you don't want to hear. She looks pretty, but she just sounded.
She looks pretty.
I'll just give her that in this.
Hey. Pretty is as pretty does.
Pretty.
But Jasmine is so quick to make this about race.
She's become a soundbite now. She's become nothing but a soundbite now.
Well, she's a lame duck right now, but she's just like, Jasmine, stop.
And politicians are politicians. And as a lot of as even we see content creators who try to create
Oh,
their
that's
own
foolish.
relevance by lying.
Doc, where are you mad at? Oh, go ahead.
Where was this? That's so foolish to say that. I'm sorry, TC. Who told you? Who told you that? That was ridiculous.
What happens is that you have politicians who are doing the same as content creators who create relevance based on other people's atrocities, and what they do is they spin narratives and lie about the facts and lie about the situation as opposed to getting facts. And what they do is they pull on the heartstrings of people, knowing that race is the biggest issue. So that's what this is all about. Politicians will do that. And Jasmine's a politician. Period.
And that's why I continue to say that both of these parties, the Republican and the Democratic Party, they're both playing in our faces. They're both playing with the people. They're just looking at us like fools, seeing how far they can go with it.
Do you guys want to hear Jasmine or no? Or is it like too much?
I don't care.
Do you want
to hear from Jasmine or no?
I've heard her commentaries.
Okay, so you guys heard what she had to say about it.
Yeah, I've heard hers.
Oh.
Go ahead and play.
Yeah. I agree with her commentaries. I think that as she is also she has her JD, so she is also an officer of the court. So I know for a fact that Jasmine knows better than to speculate before facts. She knows better, but she's a politician right now.
She's a soundbite.
And it's just like all of them, they all are. It's a soundbite or whatever. They all are, making relevance for themselves or trying to create, keep being out there. Because just like I always say, attention is the biggest drug. They also like the attention. When they don't get the attention, they want to create it. Yeah. And this is one way. This is one way of creating it. Most people are addicted to attention.
They are, you guys. But like I said, I will cover the case. I'm gonna do what I normally do when I bring you guys the news. And well, when I make my videos, I have to give a little commentary. But I'll just play you guys the clips as they develop. There's other cases that, because as far as I'm concerned, until we know otherwise, this is just a tragic situation, and I don't like the death threats that's happening for the kids that were friends with Nolan, and the harassment from Nolan Wells' mom. That's just, it's just a cold world. Have a heart. The case that I am interested in, that's postponed until September, is that Tyler Robinson. Now, okay, I will give you commentary on that when it's happening. But other than that, she's a one term. That says a lot. BG Free, she tried to be a senator. It didn't work out, and now she's probably going to have a podcast somewhere or making some kind of, who knows. I don't think we've heard the last of Jasmine Crockett, but yeah, she's termed. Help me understand, even though they found the young man's body and they understand the location, what's Al Sharpton and others have to do with anything before the narrative is established? Because they want to make sure it's not race. We all know I don't follow Al Sharpton, and they want to make sure it's nothing racial. I think that's what's frustrating people, is everything is not racist. I haven't seen one Republican politician come out on this yet. Not that you're right. Neither have I.
Oh, well, we have them. Oh, we have them up here. We do. We have them here. Absolutely, they're out.
They want it to be racist. Mello,
everything is not going to be on Google or whatever. There are people in there or on StreamYards or whatever, on even, I guess you could say, in social media, or they're not going to know. Just know people are talking about it. Now, I think that we would be absolutely delinquent if we thought that people are not talking about it. The people are definitely talking about it.
Well,
I know that the young men, I just want to say, interesting, the gentleman from the Kansas City Chiefs, I say kudos to him for, helping out the family. I will say that.
Yeah, until there's more, I'm just gonna stick with my videos, my uploads on it, and during the week I don't do panel shows, so I'll just give you guys the news as it comes out. I could. All right, let's see. You're right.
I'm sad. I'm sad that Doc has to be harassed too. That was really. I read that. Oh my God, that's terrible. It's terrible. It's disgusting. And then to say somebody wants you to have cancer, that's crazy.
It's evil.
People are
There's no cure for
just getting
stupid. I keep saying it. There's no cure for stupid.
People are I think some people are just genetically mean.
I need a break.
Just mean and just doing things because they're mean in their lives.
Well, I miss coming over here and chatting with you guys. I will make sure that I do get over here like once a week. We just have so much to cover. Oh, I have a trip coming up in about 10 days. So I don't know. I got to figure that out. How am I still going to bring you guys the news while I'm hanging out with Mickey at Disneyland? I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I was.
Help me out. Are they bringing race into this case already? Oh yes, damn it. Yes, it is heavy. You can't listen to the case without hearing about race. It's why did the white kids make it back and the black kid didn't? Is there foul play? Must be foul play. This happened in Mississippi. And then this is right after the Carmelo Anthony case. So yes, people are making it about race, saying things about his phone. I'm just telling you guys what they're saying. Now, don't be mad at me. Saying about his phone. And why didn't he have his phone on him? His friends brought back the phone. His friends deleted their social media. But we don't know if they deleted their social media accounts before this happened or after. And honestly, if I was getting death threats, I would delete my social media too at that young age. I sure would. I would not want to be harassed through social media. So they did. Just like in the Carmelo Anthony case, there has been something about that boy. He literally never seen me before. You're talking about something else. Okay.
Like we already know that even though you erase something, it's always somewhere else, so it can be retrieved. I mean, that shouldn't even be a thought. I mean, even a conversation. Like anybody who has any understanding of how it works knows that it's in a cloud or some kind of a vapor somewhere on the face of this earth. So that's nothing to worry about. I think that they need to stick with just getting the facts and making sure due process is served correctly.
Well, damn it. I think there's thank you, TC, for that. I think there's a reason why Republicans are where they are. I mean, we've got to see some factual stuff before we go running with some things. And when I covered this case, I just don't like the spin that people are putting on it. But I saw the same thing with Carmelo Anthony. They ran that case into the ground, right?
Yeah.
And about this case, and Carmelo really thought listening to the news he was going to get off because he's listening to all these people say he's not guilty. And where is he now? In a cold cell by himself.
Do we just use technology? Do we not know that people speak to each other? Do we not know that people are in churches, they're in places and spaces and that aren't not necessarily people where people are filming? Just because it doesn't come up doesn't mean that people are not talking about it. Everyone is talking about this.
But I think he's talking about like online though. Like they're talking about it, but they're not making videos. They're not on CNN. They're not on you. Try looking this up on Fox News. You barely hear anything about Nolan Wells. early. When they come out with the autopsy, you guys, I'll cover it. Fatigue has become exhaustion.
Yeah.
I have friends that are white. I have friends that are black, and it's gonna stay that way. I haven't heard any of them really talk about it. My family, obviously, I post pictures of my family. You guys see my family's mixed race, right? We covered all over here. We're not race, mixed. We're Afro Latinos. Like we have it all in our family. But they haven't really, even with my mom, we haven't really spoken about this at all. I like TC. Her voice is so mellow. We haven't spoken about this much in our family.
Oh, who said that?
Doc is.
Doc. I appreciate you too, Doc.
Yeah, Mello calls you a sheeple, Mel. Okay, you got Doc likes you, Mello's irritated. It's okay, can't please everybody. Okay, Claude. Who knows? You guys in TC, you guys have your hands full. You guys deal with Mandan, that. You guys deal with.
Can't even say the name, Mandani.
It's fine.
Mandani.
Mello's just mellow.
We did. It's really interesting because being in a situation where I work, and I know I've been, some people have said some great things about me. Some people have not. That's life. And that's going to be life, So, hey, it's a wonderful thing. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate you. Mellow.
I love my chat, though. You guys can say what you want. I have the best chat. I have the best moderators. I have just, I love you guys. I love you guys that come up and chat with me. Even you guys that leave me hate comments under my community walls. Some of y'all be mad, leaving me paragraphs. Like, if you're mad at me, let me give you guys a little something. If you're mad at me and you leave me a long comment, I hope you put everything you meant to say in the first 3 sentences, because that's how far I got. The rest of it, you just wasted your time. And so when I respond, if my comments seem off, it's because I only read 3 of your sentences. I'm not reading a paragraph of you mad at me about a Donald Trump post, or who else did you guys get mad at me? They turned me up over Donald Trump and it was just Donald Trump. Are y'all okay? That's my Mellow. Y'all tripping me out. You can't be mad at me for posting. I love you back, Mellow. I love your feistiness. That's right, Damage. You just bring the facts. But every now and again, I will do a panel. Life has just been life, and you guys know I got school. I got a lot of things that's going on, so I haven't been able to do it. But if you guys don't like anything that I say, now's the time to hit the link and talk. But leaving me these long messages under my community wall, that's nice for the other people reading it. As far as me, I read the first 3 sentences. I'm just letting you know. Love you back, Mellow. Hey, betrayed by sins. I am for people above policies. So I feel that people get lost in a Republican Democrat thing. No, I just bring you guys news. And Donald Trump happens to be the commander in chief. He happens to be the president. So we do talk a lot about that stuff. But we also talk about Nolan Wells. We've spoken about Carmelo Anthony. We're definitely going to cover Tyler Robinson and that twisted individual over there and Maduro. Those are the things we talk about. So I just bring
you talk about you talk about a plethora of things, like, we've talked about reparations, we've talked about voting rights, we've talked about there's so many. That's why I like coming over here, because of the variety that you bring. And I do, and I don't have a problem with differences of opinions. I don't necessarily like the childish remarks, like whoever said that to Doc. I don't like those kinds of things. I don't like it when people
that wasn't someone else's chat, but
that's just totally out of order for me. I don't like it when people, because we're grown, and if we can we can disagree. I don't have a problem with that. However, I do say that at least we can get a variety of different opinions. And one of the things that I do when I finish here, I often go back and I listen. Now, I'm not here just to hear myself talk. I'm also here because I know that there are a variety of people here and we're learning from each other. So once we learn from each other, there's some things that Doc knows about. There's some people that I listen. I watch Dacia, Zero Lightness comes in. Unc Mello had some interesting comments. When Mello has some interesting comments, that person has some really good input. I want the input. I don't want Jasmine slow, because all of them are slow to me. Everybody's slow to me because sometimes the things that they do in some of these situations makes me very, very upset. But I think that we all have so much to offer, and I think that if we got past the stuff that really gets to our emotions, I think that when we get to the facts, we can really help each other out. We don't all know everything, and I would prefer. That's why I came up here and asked you, MU. I asked you, as parents, what would you have done? What do you do when your children go away? Do you ask questions? How do you plan for your children going away when they're not with you? When they're with people that you know of, but you don't really, you don't know them.
So I
Those are my
think
things.
Mello says, I love her also. Please don't fall for the race baiters. So with
Right.
TC, I have to say that we have had meaningful conversations. I didn't mean to stop back there. I'm sorry. We have that was so wrong with me. We have had meaningful conversations. I mean, at first when I've said this to you guys before, I was a little concerned, but what I do appreciate about TC is that she's willing. A lot of people in her neck of the woods or on platforms that she knows that I used to go to. Okay, they won't even hear. It's like as soon as they hear that you're a Republican, as soon as they hear that you're a conservative, they shut down, and I find that problematic. I find that troubling, actually, because if you can't even hear somebody out, and your whole thing is that you don't like them just because they're Republican, it's not a me problem. That's a you problem. I don't even want to be around people like that because I don't care if you're a Republican, Democrat, or the other ones, whatever you call yourself. I don't care. People over policies, and you can't say that a person is bad or evil just because they're Republican. That means that there's something in you that's just ignorant. All right, because there's good and bad in people. People happen to be whatever they are, whatever they believe politically. But if you're a good or a bad person, that's not because of the party that you believe in. So I do appreciate the conversations I've had with TC, and that she does hear me out. And I'll leave it like that. Claude too, I give it to Claude too. He'll listen.
Uh-oh.
The word of the day is Bandani.
Look at Mello. See, this is what I'm saying.
What
And
did
you
Mello
know
say?
what? Mello, even though Mello said I'm drunk already, but I love it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Being honest. I love it. But Mello says growing up as a child on the water, they taught, he was taught to be careful at all times. Exactly. It's crazy how much respect children give to the water or being around water or disrespect. And I'm with you. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's amazing right there. Exactly.
See, you're taught to. So
Yes.
just like with Mello.
Yes.
Don't start right now. Just like what Mello was saying, you're taught to respect the water. Where I live, I mean, I teach my kids about nature. We're taught to we're outdoorsy people. We live in an area where it makes, not in the summer, it's 120 degrees right now, 110, 120. But water, you learn water safety. You just learn a lot. And our kids are out in the water. They're having fun. They're not under us like that. They're out there playing. My kids go out in the neighborhood and stuff like that. It's like that's just what they do.
Right.
I live in a safe neighborhood, but what's safe these days? You got crazy people. You got Pedialytes everywhere. So, you know, a parent can only do what a parent can do. Your kids are gonna go out. They're gonna explore. They have to, and you just pray that they return safe. So, in the Nolan Wells case, I'm gonna say this again, you guys. I'm sorry for this tragic situation. I'm sorry for any parent that has lost a child. Any parent who's even Carmelo Anthony's parents. I feel bad for them. They did not ask for their kid to go out and do what he did. I don't like how they responded, really. But as far as what their kid did, I'm sorry about that. You know, because that's what I covered Sean Gaffright, the kid that who's that guy? Julio, whatever his name is. The guy called, why you laughing? You don't listen to that kind of music.
Julio.
That's his name?
No, you did it right. That's why I'm laughing, because you actually said it right.
Sean Gaffright. If you guys, I should have made. If I didn't get sick, I would have made more videos by him. I wish I would have. Sean Gaffright. There was 5, if you count the girl, that took his life. The one that got the most press was Sean Gaffright, the light-skinned pretty boy that cried when he was convicted. I don't know how he thought he could get anything other than first degree. Okay, his best chances was death or life in prison. Those was his options. And he cried, he testified, and he got the most press. The mom, when you listen to the mom who says her son is innocent, ma'am, your son was caught on camera. Okay. Nevertheless, I feel sorry for the families. I feel sorry for the heartache that's left behind. Okay, so I have a heart. And even when it came to Carmelo and Austin's father said all the things he said after, you know, I still stand on what I say. No parent deserves to lose their child. I'm not talking about all the things that Jeff Metcalf said after the death of his son. That's I cannot imagine. God forbid I never have to go through that. I don't know how I can go on, you guys. That would probably be the end of you. I couldn't do it. So I didn't like to think about it. And I didn't mean to go on a rampage. But if you guys saw if you saw Sean Gaffright and his pretty boy crying, I would say, Sean, stop crying, because they're going to watch this in prison and they're going to bully you. So sad. That was a sad case.
Yeah.
He was privileged. Oh, that's what he got so much press, because he came from a good background, both parents in a home. Actually, he might have been a stepdad, a mom and a stepdad. Nevertheless, traveled all over the world. Life with no parole at the age of 20. God. Being used for sweat equity. And everybody made a big deal about the term sweat equity. They made that about race. But sweat equity has been a term for how long? That's not a new word. But they said when they were fighting for Sean Gaffright's life, the former warden said, keep him alive. He could be used for sweat equity. And everybody went crazy, comparing it to slave labor.
Wow.
But that is what you call the exchange for work and your living conditions and stuff. You call it sweat equity. That's what it is. I just didn't think he'd be dumb enough to say it on stand, but whatever.
Damage is putting it down. I see you, Damage. Okay. Wow.
Right, betrayed by sin. What is safe today? I almost drowned multiple times out of water. It scared the crap out of me so bad. I learned my lesson. It's scary. It's scary. When I was in the military, we had to climb up on like this tower, and you jump into the water. And at that time, I wasn't the best swimmer. It was like one of the scariest things, but you had to learn water safety. And I know what it feels like. You have to jump. You jumped from this tower, and you got to go down. It's like I can't remember how many feet it was, but it was high. And actually, because I tried to run off the tower, they actually pushed me in the water. And so I went flying into this water, and then just that feeling of going under. You had to learn water safety right away, and it was just like, God. Not knowing how to swim is terrifying. You guys teach your kids how to swim.
And when you jumped out off that tower, and weren't you in your BDUs as well?
Yeah, you were in your gear when that happened.
Okay.
Let me think. Because we had to take. So we did swimming lessons like in the military, but towards the end of it, you got pushed in as if you were, trying to survive. Be able to float up. When these guys, I can't remember if I was in full gear or my my swimming suit. I can't remember, but I do know that we did drills in both.
It's a one-hit wonder or not?
Wait, what you mean? When these guys make it big rapids, it's a one-hit wonder or not? They make big money, get the help. Oh, gotcha. Get out of the hood. I'm pretty sure he said all those awful things every time. Oh, you're talking about Jeff Metcalf. And we retaliation to the things he was blaming at the end. He said some pretty awful things when he said that woman was a inward lover with the hard ER. I haven't talked about it really because there's a lot of other content creators that does it. It's not really my commentary. I do bring you guys some news though. The reason why I haven't talked about it and I got highly criticized for not talking about Jeff Metcalf is because he lost his son. I'm not saying it makes it right. It doesn't make it right. And saying stuff like that, I felt like he was trying to go viral off of his son. Because he did say, I'm going to go viral when he called him a watermelon. Y'all know what he said. Yeah, how about I just stay away from, I just, what'd you say, Claude?
I said he just made himself sound foolish with that. I mean, we already know that, and listen, everybody could understand him grieving his son, but that was just ridiculous.
I try to stay away from, I was raised above. Ooh, nice mellow. I'm in those neck of the woods. I try to keep things as simple as possible. It's like there's so many evil things. When a person loses their child, I don't know what to come out of my mouth, you guys. That's why I try to think about stuff like that. When you have kids, then you think about the anger that you feel and that you would feel towards that person. And with social media, there is no telling. I'm not making excuses. He said the worst things and he put his family in a bad light. But, man, what would I say? I don't know, you guys. I would losing one of my babies. Y'all see my babies. I love my kids. And you guys love your kids. So we don't want to think about that. My daddy told me he was going to drop me out in the ocean and I'll have to learn how to swim in shorts. So I went to to learn how to swim on my own. Does that work? People do that? I don't know. So you guys, I'll be back on the news tomorrow. You guys are probably tired of me talking about Iran and all those things with Donald Trump. Probably mad at me for doing it. But we'll talk about Donald Trump for 2.5 more years. Claudia, you like it. It works, Mello? I thought about doing it. My son, so I don't know what's going on with my son. We do a lot in the water. We have a pool in the backyard. We go to the beaches and stuff like that. And I don't know if he likes swimming that much, you guys. I don't know.
I love swimming.
Huh?
I said I love swimming. Swimming is fun.
I love to swim too.
It's the best exercise.
I love to dunk my head in the pool. so my hair could turn into an afro again. I didn't see everything he said because it was a little too much for me, so I bailed. He said a lot of. I couldn't believe he called that girl an N-word lover. Like, he just went full out with race. Now that I could say was like racist speech, but
he tried to pass himself off as a Christian. I remember in the beginning where, I'm one of those guys, and then all of a sudden he just went full.
He's a racist, but you can say that his speech definitely made him sound that way. He just said, he said a lot. Besides the appeal, I won't be covering much of Carmelo Anthony. We're just gonna watch the appeal and see what's happening there. Yeah, I gotta keep it a little light here because I can't be stressing out over what.
I want to see the Mangione case because they've romanticized this idiot. It's ridiculous how they've romanticized this man.
Yeah, it was the stuff that he said. Damage when he said the watermelon phone thing. I was already like, this fool. He said, "You want to hear me go viral? I'll go viral." So he knows what he's saying, and then you gotta listen. So he goes on TikTok, but people are clipping it. He goes on TikTok and does these rants, and he's been on interviews, and I can't remember what that lady said to make him say that she was an N-word lover and just say the most disgusting things. But it made him look bad, where he lost a lot of sympathy with people.
Listen, I'm gonna get down, but I did want to say something to Doc. Since he's a part of the wig party, I want to see an avatar with a wig.
Kristen, I knew you was gonna catch that, TC.
A wig. I want to see it, Doc. We've only seen your bald head, and I love the bald head. Now that's all that. I want to see your wig. I want to see one of your avatars because you have many of them. So I want to see one of your avatars with a wig, with one of your wig accessories. Okay.
TC, so funny.
I'm gonna go, y'all. Y'all have a great morning, y'all. Take care.
Thank you. You take care.
TC.
Take care, chat. Peace out.
TC is funny. TC and I have come a long way, but I really enjoy her. She's just she's funny. But you guys, I love hearing your ideas and all that stuff. What else is good, Claude?
Oh, I mean, that's pretty
Mellow.
much
I love Mellow. I swear I love you guys. I do. You guys are a part of my family. I look forward. You guys cheer me up when I'm feeling.
No more Trump. No, God, no.
No, please, more Donald Trump,
No,
more Iran, more J. Vance, more. You got it, damn it. You ain't said nothing but a word.
No.
If it was at 1 o'clock in the morning, I would fire up a stream right now, but there's nothing new going on right now. So I'll save it for Claude. Are you okay?
I'm quite fine. In fact, no, you know what? You can play Donald Trump being booed after Spain won the World Cup. You could do that.
I didn't see him get booed.
When he was presenting the World Cup.
Speaking about language, I don't know what Claude is blabbing about right now.
Because you didn't watch the World Cup. That's why.
I watched it.
You didn't see where he was presenting the world. He was with the presenters of the World Cup, and he was getting booed.
I didn't hear a boo.
Of course he did.
All I hear fans of Black Americans and Black British people are scared of water. But my son is half white, so I'm kind of, and my daughter, we can all swim here, so I'm kind of shocked. But a lot of
water, I swim quite well. Hey,
what did you say, Claude?
I said I'm not scared of the water. That's a misnomer.
No, I mean there's a history to it. A lot of blacks haven't learned how to swim. Blacks weren't allowed. No, you guys don't be bad at me. I'm just giving you history. Weren't allowed in pools. And then I don't know what the problem is now, but I know back in the day they weren't allowed in pools, especially pools with whites. And some people never overcame that fear of swimming. And then some people live in towns that they don't have access to swimming pools like that, or they don't have pools in their yard. I don't know the history today. I know it started off that way.
Now that actually got a Dodger GM fired years
Are you
ago.
saying that I'm wrong for what I said?
No,
Am
I didn't
wrong?
say that. No, what I was
Oh.
saying was that got a guy fired years ago. I didn't say that. I know what you're talking about, the history. I
But
get
am I
it.
wrong
But
with
that
my
actually,
history? Am I wrong with my assessment? Do you agree or no?
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say you were wrong. But
I'm just
what I was saying was there was a
wrong.
man called Al Campanis back in the day. This I want to say about 87, 88. He was saying how blacks weren't buoyant and weren't able to swim. Now, this was about 1987, 88, and he got fired for saying that. I remember that
No,
very well.
blacks just, I mean, I know a lot that can't swim, so I can't say that there's a lot of them are afraid of the water. I think, to me, I think it just has to do with history. If you guys disagree with me, let me know. Just don't beat me up in the chat, but that's what I've read. But again, I grew up swimming. When I went to the military, I learned to love the water. That's why I chose the Navy versus I wanted to choose between the Navy and the Air Force, and I chose the Navy because it was on the water. We used to when the water was shallow enough we could swim, we would swim in the ocean. We would do crabbing, we would get fish. It was just awesome. I love the water. I grew up fishing. I mean, we used to fish and eat the fish and stuff like that. I'm just that kind of girl. This girl can cook. This girl can make you fresh fish. Whatever you want, I got you. I got you. After all, I am the champion. So, Claude, what's your problem? I don't know what Claude's problem is. Claude had to learn the hard way that I could cook. I'm dead wrong, Keto? Okay. That's what I read, Keto. I can even source up. I can give you the article I read it from.
You know, if you want to say that we were scared back in the day because back in the day, many of our children were used as gator bait, that makes sense as well.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, I don't know about all that. And I'm not saying that today, but I am saying that there was a racial aspect to why a lot of blacks didn't swim. But if I'm wrong, then you guys can give me the facts on that. But that's what I read. I could put the source of it in the chat where I got that from. So you don't think I just made it up. Let me go ahead and do that.
No, but that is a fact that what I brought up there.
Well, because Keto's saying that I'm wrong, but Keto doesn't want to say how.
No, I didn't say that you were wrong. I never once said that you were wrong.
I didn't say you did. I said Keto.
Oh, sorry.
Let me put it in the chat so y'all don't think I made this up. Let me read it to you guys. See, Miss, why are you anti-black? How did that make me anti-black? How am I anti-black by still? Let me put this in the chat so you guys can see. How did you guys say that? How? I can't with you guys. I'm almost done tonight anyway.
Yes, she did.
How
say
does that make me anti-black? I didn't come up with the history. There. Let me see if this takes you to the article. Black Americans have lower swimming rates primarily because of historical segregation and unequal access to pools. So how when I tell you guys history, you guys get offended? I'm so tired of you guys saying that I'm anti-black. Number one, I am a black woman. And I'm so tired of you guys coming in here with your feelings that I'm talking to my little community over here. I don't understand. I didn't say anything that was wrong. There is a history of, let me keep reading. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys more because you guys like to be so polarizing with this anti-blackness. Everybody's racist when they speak about black things. Like we're talking about swimming. Somebody put in a comment about blacks being afraid. Was it you, Rich? Blacks being afraid of water. I'm like, no, it has to. There's a history behind it. That was supposed to be an educational moment, not a beat up in you moment. Some of you gotta chill. Let me give you guys this. And when I first was studying the history of a lot of things, like I said, I could source up on anything that I say. So debate me on facts, not your feelings. There is a history in the United States. During the 20th century, many public pools banned black swimmers or were closed down due to integration. And this caused a generational gap, leaving parents without swimming skills to teach their children. How does this affect? I'm not even looking at my chat because y'all gonna be mad at me. Oh, you want to? We curse me out. How do these things affect black swimmers today? No safe water access. Many black families live in neighborhoods. Didn't I just say this, Claude? Didn't I say this? Many black families live in neighborhoods without community pools or safe natural swimming areas. The high cost, private lessons are expensive, passed down fear. This is a generational thing. It's passed down. Because older generations lacked access, the fear of water and drowning was passed down to younger children. And there are also myths. So some things that people say is not true, like blacks can't float or blacks whatever. Those things are myths. Those things aren't true. But the other stuff I said is true. Okay? Some people talk about our body types and stuff like that. No. But there are barriers. And that's why roughly 60 to 70% of black youth have low to no swimming ability. And this gap leads to fatal drowning rates for black children that are nearly 3 times higher than those of white children. Those are the statistics, you guys. I didn't make them up. I didn't make the history. I'm just giving you guys what happened. What's good, Aaron? So, Claude, do you have any comments, please? Do you disagree with what I said?
No, I never disagreed in the beginning, so no need to
I never
disagree.
said you did. I'm obviously talking about.
No, I would say there's no need to disagree now. I mean,
okay, but the stereotypes about blacks afraid to swim is a lie. When did I say that? Perpetrated by hateful and envious whites. I don't think you made it up. I read a comment in the chat, and I said, and because of the comment in the chat, Keto, is why I said there's history behind why a lot of blacks can't swim, and there has been fear. I've met a lot of people that have had fear, but it's because of the lack of access and when you live I live in California, where black and white kids alike are all at the pool at the beach. If I go to, say, I don't know, a small town in the Midwest or something, not a lot of people like public pools. So, it's just different, but it's okay. 2026, everything could change. Teach your kids how to swim because they need to know how to swim. Mm-hmm. Lord. I love damage. Okay. I think it comes from the DNA. What are you talking about, Rich? I don't know about that. I have not. You might not be caught, but majority of blacks can't swim. The statistics says 60 to 70%. You guys can look it up. I'm so proud of my bald head. No, I like the bald head. MU, being on the water partying is the best thing ever. Nothing like it, so I love it too.
like the ocean breeze. It is the best exercise. I agree.
Good night, Mello. Oh, you're talking to TC. Majority of us can't. I'm black, and I can tell you we can't swim. Okay, I'm not arguing with you, Rich. I agree with you. Majority of us can't. I agree with you. Ain't nobody envious of you. Envious of who? I got lost. Mello, who are you talking to? Claude needs some Trump in his life. You
No, he
got a
doesn't.
for him?
Absolutely not.
And you ain't said nothing but a word. Go ahead, Claude. No, Keto, I didn't make it up. And that's the thing. We share this history in the United States. Whether you're white or black, we all share this history. There's no reason for us to be so racially divided. The media has made us that way. Government and stuff like that. We're going to be fighting amongst each other. There's no need to fight amongst each other. White and blacks alike went through a tough time. Sure, it had to have been hard to watch some of the things that they've seen, and then it's just a dark history, which is why I try to stay on current topics. I accept you as beautiful no matter what creator, religion, you're human to me, and that's beautiful. Me too, damage.
No, I do not need a Trump video.
Right, Bello. Can't ski because he doesn't like stuff. I grew up in the snow. I did grow up in the snow, but my skiing, I think I only went like once, because where I grew up in Wisconsin, you didn't really have that. You had to go out to like, different areas. It wasn't really where I lived. I love sledding, but that takes no skill. You just come down sled. If Black people could could swim, you would see many of them in the Olympics. We don't swim like that.
I remember back in the day there was well, I know that's figure skating, so that's a whole different genre. I remember Debbie Thomas back in the day.
Huh? Who?
No, she had a chance to win the gold. She ended up winning I think she ended up winning the bronze medal because she flopped or something. And I remember there was also a French figure skater, and she got disqualified because she did some type of move that was banned in the Olympics. I cannot think of her name right now. If I'm not mistaken, it was around the '88 Olympics too.
I think I don't know, but in this day and age, you guys, you gotta teach your kids water skills. At least, if you're not gonna teach them to swim, teach them water skills.
I think it is important to teach your kids how to swim.
It
I know
is.
my daughters swim very well.
Does she?
Yeah. And she loves the water. Oh my goodness. Princess loves the water.
Yeah, my oldest swims. My middle one, she swims too, but she's not my daughter trips sometimes. Now, I'm not gonna give you guys a Trump video, but before I go, I like to lighten the mood. I got you. You gotta go to Wisconsin in October. We'll probably be in Wisconsin about the same time. You don't know. Oh, keto. Keto's cool. You don't know all Blacks. In upstate New York, you can't pass middle school if you fall swimming. Really? The school my child attended actually had a swimming pool. Oh, okay, keto. That's awesome. You guys, let me give you this. Misunderstood. Nolan Wells' funeral will have live coverage tomorrow. I wonder what it will be like at that time if any of these. Let me read that. I wonder what it will be like if at the time, at any time this week, one of these autopsy releases. It's tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Remember, in my video,
right,
I said it was
okay, I won't give you guys a Trump video right now. My ex finally sent me divorce papers after. What? You getting divorced? Long story. Sad. If that autopsy, if there's a way I could play, which I don't think I can because none of the news networks are really sharing it, I will. Yeah, maybe I stream like this. I may not do it on a vertical. I'll probably do it like this. I'm so sorry, Doc, about that. Yeah, you guys, I know we're talking about Nolan Wells, but let me just take a peek at Trump. I'm not going to stay there. Just a peek.
God, no.
We're not doing Trump today. We're not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're not doing Donald Trump tonight. We got all week to do Donald Trump.
Oh, no.
Look at
Can't
these
we have
guys.
a week without him, like a holiday or something? Can we have
come back on camera. What's wrong with you?
I am on camera.
Well, moments ago, President
Look at that.
Trump
No.
Trump posting to Truth Social
I'm
with
gonna
this
show you-
message on Iran wanted to do, referencing the late Senator Lindsey Graham. It comes after the deaths of 2 American service members in Jordan.
Mike Tobin is live in Tel Aviv with the latest. Mike.
And Lisa, and guys, let me start you out with some breaking news. Air raid sirens are sounding right now because Iranian missiles are inbound for the Jordanian town of Aqaba. Why Aqaba is particularly concerning, it's at the tip of the Red Sea, right where Israel and Jordan come together. So anything that threatens Aqaba threatens Israel as well. To this point, the Iranians have not fired on Israel in this round of fighting. But as you mentioned, an 8th round of airstrikes has now concluded in Iran, U.S. strikes in Iran. The military operation now amplified by the 2 U.S. servicemen killed, a 3rd missing, and 4 wounded. These are the first U.S. troops killed since that memorandum of understanding was signed. The casualties were at the Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan, and they're a result of Iran's repeated shots at U.S. bases in neighboring countries. At least 1 strike got through the defenses. The Institute for Study of War writes, Iran has enhanced their ballistic missiles with greater speed and maneuverability, and that the Revolutionary Guard is getting some help from Russia and China. Now, as fighters launched from aircraft carriers, Tomahawk cruise missiles blasted off from warships, the U.S. Central Command stated that this 8th round of strikes was intended to punish the Revolutionary Guard forces who launched the attacks that killed the U.S. service members in Jordan. Now, President Trump, speaking to the New York Post, said those servicemen who sacrificed their lives did it because they don't want to see Iran get a nuclear weapon, and it just shows you how bad the Iranians, are. To this point, the majority of targets have focused on disabling ports, destroying the ability of port towns to resupply, and preventing the Revolutionary Guard from threatening shipping. Dramatic evidence of that, a tower destroyed in the port town of Khabakar. The U.S. says the Revolutionary Guards used that tower to track ships and attack them in the Strait. Now, since this war with Iran began, 16 U.S. service members have lost their lives. 430 have been wounded. Guys, back to you.
All right.
That's going to hurt. That's just, people are not happy about this war. But see, I just gave you Donald Trump's Truth Social. Quad?
Isn't that something? I'm still here. Absolutely not. I feel better it's over, but I feel terrible that 2 servicemen lost their lives.
Did you say a total of 16 though?
Yeah, a total of 16 altogether, but 2 today.
It's sad. 2 today. We'll be back on it later today. We'll be back on the. I got Trump for you guys. I have Iran for you guys. I have a look. Mello and Mello, who are you arguing with in the chat? Are you guys okay? Are we still friends? Damage says, Claude, you need a little bit of happiness in your life. Let's get you a Trump video because winning makes us all feel good. That's right, Damage.
Yeah, wake me up when he wins.
He already is, which is why you're awake.
I'm awake because I'm here with you.
Oh. This war is terrible. A lot of people are not happy about this war.
We were forced in it.
Really, that it's going on so long. I'm hoping it doesn't hurt that Republicans still pull it together for midterm elections. So conservatives get out there and vote. Get out there and vote because we love this country. We love our country, and it's important that we fight for this country. That's why I joined the military, because I believe in fighting for this country and for what's right. Okay.
I don't think the Republicans have much to worry about. The Democrats are in shambles. They're in shambles.
Too soft on crime, too relaxed on the borders, want men and women's sports. There's a lot of problems that you guys have.
They're trotting out. If they're still trotting out you guys, I'm not a Democrat. If they're still trotting out Kamala Harris.
Did I call you a Democrat, Claudia? You are so sensitive. You know,
I thought you said you guys.
Claude,
it sounded like you said you guys. Excuse me. I apologize. It did sound like that.
But if the shoe doesn't fit, Damage says this is not a war with Iran. It's just a bit of conflict and disagreement at best. But no, we're not at war. No boots on the ground. Well, that's true damage. You got a
Yeah,
point.
that's the worst case scenario. That's something we don't want, is boots on the ground.
Kiddo says we were forced into this war. How are we
were
forced?
forced into it.
How were we forced?
We were forced into this war because Iran wouldn't listen. To be fair,
because
Trump,
they wouldn't.
they did not listen to
We
him
don't want them to
the
have
last
nuclear
20 times.
weapons.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you don't. No, I've spoken enough. I've spoken enough. You guys, I just
because I actually
enjoy
agree
you
with you,
guys.
that's why.
Uncle
I
Claus, what's up with your name, fool? I just realized your name. What's wrong with your name?
What
What's
is
so
wrong with
wrong?
I mean, that's.
What happened to your name? What happened to Uncle Claus Sports?
I don't. Well, it is sports and things. They went to the very old name. I don't know why they did that.
Why is that name like that? Can you change it?
I didn't put it there. That's the old name. I changed it to sports and things. I don't know why it went to Grown Folks Channel. I have no idea why it went there. I haven't used that name in ages.
I'm so petty.
Yeah. Well, okay. It's okay.
What's wrong with you? What'd you say?
I said, see,
who's bugging me? Why is that damn name so long? I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll be
I don't
better.
know why it came up like that either. I have no idea why it came up.
Okay, I'm like, what the hell is that wrong? Mello, I'm so sorry. I should have changed his name, but it was bugging me. Oh, like this. Sorry, Claude. You can change it back if you want.
I never changed it to that. I don't know how it got there.
Okay. Oh, Doc, good luck on your divorce, which I mean, you know, Trump doesn't let everything be known. There's more to this. That's true. Oh, Claude. So it's better. I'm like, dude, what is this long ass title covering up your whole window? You love my laugh. Oh no, I think I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. I like to laugh, you guys, and you know things could be really dark in the world, but we get together. Even Mello, your exchange with TC had me cracking up. TC's a good. I mean, you guys are just funny, but I think we have a relationship over here. We could talk about things, even if we get upset. We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
16 years. Wow.
We were married and split in 2010. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't like relationships and stuff breaking up, and I don't know. Are you guys gonna? When I go to my other channel, 2 reasons. I have to have another channel because we know that I get a lot of strikes on this channel. I gotta knock out wood. I don't have any wood around me. I get a lot of strikes on this channel, so I have to have a backup channel. But I miss doing my sobriety commentary. So sometimes I need a break, and I just kind of want to blog what I'm doing in my life with my kids and with the sobriety journey that I'm on. And if I fall off the journey, I'll blog it all. You know, because life be life, and I will share that with you. Laughing is good for us. Russia and China needs to be careful because they don't want to take on the U.S. military, especially as thin as Russia already is. And it's yeah. Your marriage lasted 20 days. You had a celebrity marriage. So, Claude, I'll be back on my other channel.
Okay.
Where people strike my channel, they don't like the things that we talk about over here. It's hard to give this kind of commentary. Nolan Wells, I mean, that's tough sometimes. But if you take race out of it, you need to talk about it like anything else. But you can't really talk about things these days without race coming into it. My Donald Trump, my first videos that got struck was, I don't want to give people too many ideas so they stop striking me, but my Tom Homan videos make people upset and doubt Trump. But I'm okay. Like, I won every appeal. I just have to wait. But when you're waiting, it takes away the momentum for your channel. I think that's why people do it. They don't like the things that I say. If you watch any of those live streams, what do people say? How are you a black person? How are you conservative? How, people get angry and they strike your channel. That's what they do.
Which is really sad. I mean,
Damn, Doc.
You're supposed to follow who you want to follow. Oh,
I'm a conservative. There's nothing I can do about it. I was conservative before Donald Trump. I'll be conservative after Donald Trump. That's just what I believe. And why should that? And for the people, I've lost friendships. I have so many people. People wanted me to go to other people's channels to speak, which I would never do on a channel that's smaller than mine. That's I don't mind speaking on a small channel. That's fine. But a channel that a space that's heavily Democrat, it's like that's asking me to be lined up and mischief. No, I'm not doing any of that. So people get mad, and it's okay. At the end of the day, and I'm still here. I get over 1 million views a month, and we rock it, But it makes people upset. All I do is play the news, and people get upset at what's happening in the world. They want to take it out on me, but I have to stay true to what I believe, and I don't just play conservative news. I play both. I play who's that guy? Mandani. I play him. I play. We cover Jasmine Crockett. We cover all kinds of stuff over here. But yeah, people get upset.
By the way, he's doing something really stupid. Hey, Melissa Adams, how are you?
Hey, Melissa, friend. We live in an evil world, kiddo. And here's the thing. I have a huge heart. I love people. I would give you the shirt off my back. I am such a generous person. And I don't want to even be around people that can't get past their political beliefs. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your beliefs are. As long as you're a good person and you're a decent person, I judge you off of your character. I would be foolish to not like somebody just because they were left-centered. Like what? That makes no sense.
We do live in an evil world. There's no question about that. Again, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 7. I might have to do a video just based on that scripture alone.
We are free thinkers, Mello. And you see that. You guys see in my chat. My mods won't time you guys out for not why did I look at this guy? She was a good week. My mods will not time you guys out for thinking differently. They will time you out if you say something disrespectful that can get the channel hurt, harmed, and stuff like that. My mods have a mind of their own. They rock out. They do what they're gonna do. So I don't worry about it too much. But I don't even know what I'm talking about right now because you guys, I went to go see Odyssey, and I am so mad that I fell asleep. I was so excited to see the ending, but I had a little too much popcorn, and that's the only time I'll order a slushie. We always get the large, because I'm with my babies. I didn't take my kids to this one. And I fell asleep. I think I ate too much because once I drank that icy, I fell asleep. I was so mad. Malo, did you see it or you fell asleep? You too, what? I'm so mad, you guys, because now, number one, that damn movie was 3 hours long. I almost at my 2 hour mark. And I was so excited to see. I don't want to ruin the movie if you guys didn't see it. I was so excited. And I took the best nap of my life. When I got woken up, it's not that good, to be honest. The book is much better. Really? I didn't even know that there was one before this.
Books are always better than movies, but that's another.
I have to watch it again.
Wow.
Oh, Doc.
That.
You have a lot to say about that movie. Don't get you started, man. Should I watch it again for the ending? But my son wants to watch. What is that movie? Backrooms. He wants to watch Backrooms. I haven't taken him yet because it has a rated R. It's rated R, but I think I'm just gonna take him because they said it's no nudity and stuff like that. It's just more gore. And I spoke to people that's pretty trustworthy about that. Would you guys take your kids to see a rated R movie? They said there was no nudity, but my son's been asking me to see this movie for a long time, so I think I'll take him. I don't know. It's hard being a parent because you just don't know what's right. I want to take him because he's asking me, and I'd rather Backrooms is okay for a 13-year-old. My son's 13. So I don't know. His dad is like, his dad's more strict. His dad's like, you know what? No rated R movies, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if my son is going to be able to see it, but he likes video games, and it reminds him of a video game.
I figured you're going with him, so why not? Why not?
My girl said it was fine. They said the movie was good, but they're big kids, like, you know. What'd you say, Claude?
No, I was saying as long as you're going to be with him, I don't see where it's a big deal.
His dad is just so clinical with everything. He got into what happens with the brain and neuroscience stuff. I'm like, Doc, chill. You know what I mean? I was like, chill out. But so I don't know. And I don't want to watch it because I'm not even a movie person, you guys. I just lately got into movies. I've been having so much fun. That's why I want to get back on my sobriety channel, because I've been having so much fun just doing stuff and traveling, and I'm so socially awkward. It's like, I can't believe I'm doing this stuff. I want to go out. I want to do things. I just want a lot. And why do I want to blog it? I don't know, you guys. I just do. When I hit my 5-year sobriety birthday, I'm really gonna feel like Big MU. My wife and I have been called. What is your problem?
No, I was just smiling.
My wife and I have been together for Damage. This is a dream. That's always been my dream. 28 years and married for 24, and we are still truly in love, even though we have 4 audience. We find time to fall in love again. Damage. That is a love story. Congratulations. I'm talking about my child's father. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I think that look at Doc. I think that another Doc. I have 2 docs now. I think that is beautiful, Damage. That's what makes you. Your wife has been with you through some stuff. That's a good woman, and that's the American dream, right? Having babies, having a solid family. That's why you're so, you're awesome. That's awesome. That's what I've always wanted. Didn't work out that way, but I just have to be grateful for how things are. But congratulations, Damage. You rock. That's the American dream. You always want to find your person, that person that's going to hold you down. And I have 2 docs. That means so much to me. Can you guys tell when I'm tired? I get goofy. Claude, what do you mean? Claude, you made me so mad earlier, but I
always mad at me. There's always what can you do? Right now I just
Doc is a good name. Congratulations on your sobriety. You can get there. Yeah, about that. Thank you, Keto. So that's why I'm going to be on my other channel talking more about that, because that has been a long road. And so even though I would love to have the story that Damage has, and anybody that has a story like that where they've been married all those years, that's awesome. Now for the rest of us that haven't quite lived that way, for me, I can only talk about myself, but I'm very grateful for being sober. I'm very grateful for the blessings in my life. I have a very blessed life. amazing career, amazing kids. Like, I have a beautiful life, but I also want people that detour to know that they can still have a good life. So that's why I want to jump on my other channel and kind of blog, you know, those things, especially as I'm approaching my 5 years sobriety birthday. You guys got to remember, I started off blogging like that and I switched gears and did politics. So I want to go back to that. I got a lot of requests to go back to that on my other channel. I went to visit it and people are like, where'd you go? We were following you. So I said, okay, I'll come back. So I'm going to go back. God is good, Mello. God is so good. So there's really no excuses. All the stuff I talk about, making it on your own, pulling yourself up, no excuses, no excuses, no excuses. I've lived it. I made 0 excuses, and no government assistance. Nothing wrong with you guys if you guys had to use government assistance, but I didn't believe in handouts. I just believed in hard work and prayer and in time and just, you know, just doing the work. We live in a country where you can pull yourself up. So when I speak about things, I talk about it from a personal point of view. And now life is great. Skin got clear and all that good stuff, and just life is good. I developed a relationship with God later, and I'm just like, wow, this is a good life. It's peaceful. So I could definitely say getting married, having kids, and living that traditional life is the way to go. But even if you didn't do that, life is still good because my life is beautiful. I can't understand how people want to accept. Wait, I can't even read. I can't understand how people want to accept others that are free thought and self-dependent awareness. I almost feel like it's ignorance because they can't communicate. They can't think outside of what they think they know. That just shows a lack of intelligence.
I just think I think misery loves company. People are miserable and they like to see other people miserable as well.
That's keto. You're right. Somebody jumped on my video and was like, how can you talk about those things? The things I talk about, I don't know what makes people more upset, my sobriety videos or my Trump videos. I think they're about hand in hand.
It's about 50-50 split.
It's about 50-50, right? Both make people upset.
Which is ridiculous.
Look at Nanny Loyal. Hi, sis. Shout out to Misunderstood Panel in chat. How you doing? How are you? I love when I can take a break and just chat with you guys like this, and we can talk about absolutely just nothing.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. And I'm a shy girl, so it's kind of hard, but my channel is growing a lot. So I want to make sure that I get over here and just have these smaller chats to where we can just talk. Once I start growing my channel on this side, then I have to figure out how to just talk to like a small group of you. But I don't think we have to worry about that anytime soon because I'm too busy with getting ready for the next semester of school and those kind of things. So I think we're doing okay.
Made it through the week. So we made it through another week, and now a new week is about to swell. It is Monday here. Oh, it's Monday there too. You're a 3-hour difference. It's almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and I have to this week is gonna be pretty tough because we're getting ready for this trip and there's always so much to do. So my streams are probably, let's see. So I wanted to see what you all were saying about the Nolans. Oh, we were talking. I am going to talk more about that. I know the funeral is later. Nini, we did speak about that earlier. Our thoughts on Nolan Wells got a little, I'm curious to see the autopsy. I can only say that I'm sorry for the Nolan Wells family and for what they're going through. There's so many things about this case that doesn't make sense. Right now, they're saying that there's no foul play. It's going to be a matter of the autopsy. The FBI is involved, and don't say you want justice. Melo's going to go off on me. Claude, Nini wants to hear your thoughts on Nolan before we go.
Well, of course, prayers to the Wells family, first and foremost. I mean, again, I just can't imagine getting that call, finding out that your 18-year-old child, because no matter how grown they are, they'll always be your child. That's just devastating to the entire family. Again, I want to err on the side of caution. I want to find out what the autopsy says before I render any type of judgment. I really hope that it's not fair play.
Foul play. Yeah.
I mean, foul play, excuse me.
No, I'm just asking if that's what you meant. I'm not trying to correct you.
No, you're right. I hope there is no foul play involved, because we really don't need another. We just don't need that in this day and age. We just don't.
The only thing for me is when they said that, because when I heard there was no water in his lungs, I'm like, wait a minute, you can't. That's not a drowning. But
right.
People are making stuff up because the autopsy has not been revealed yet. So I'm like, how would they have known if there's water in his lungs or not? I'm waiting to see the facts of the case. The FBI is involved. The FBI is involved, and I think for me, as I'm watching this case, I'm just, when I'm listening to the mom talk about her son, I want to make videos that reflect Nolan's life right now. That's what I want to do. And, as a mom, this was a really hard case for me to cover. I think that when I listened to the audio recording of the boys, I listened to the interview from the mom, the statement from the girl that I read about the statement from the girl that Nolan was supposedly with, and there's no concrete answers. This is one of those things that's like, what happened? I would love to know what happened. Where did Nolan go after? And with all the technology and cameras everywhere, I think it's a matter of time before we find out. And when we find out more, I will put it out there. I'm truly blessed she's still strong as always. That was awesome, Damage. That's a special woman. What are you talking about, Mello? When did I say justice? What did I talk about with justice? What do you guys think about the mom not answering the question about it being racism, especially with him being the only Black one in the group? Which mom are you talking about?
Probably Wells.
Which mom?
Probably Nolan's mom.
Are you talking about Nolan's mom? Said it's not about racism? Not answer the question about it being racism with him. Nini, but can we say it's racism though, just because he was the only Black kid in the group? I think we can't say that. And maybe that's why she didn't answer. I feel that was a wise thing to do. How can we say it's racism? People are going to speculate. People are going to say things, but I can't say it's racism just because he was the only Black child. I feel that a lot of people are saying that. It's unfortunate that this happened, especially we just got through with the Carmelo Anthony case, and now we have this one, and people are well, I don't know if you heard what Jasmine Crockett was talking about, and she's talking about the history of Mississippi and the history of racism and how we can't ignore that. That's why I said I'm just waiting for the facts. Yeah, I don't listen to. Can I see your comments? Did I miss your comment? I don't know. I think my brain is just tired.
Oh, I didn't even. Hey, Aaron.
Oh, Nene said justice. Okay. Nolan's mom. I think she's smart not to bring up. I think she's smart not to talk about. Oh, okay, Melo, no worries. I think she's smart not to bring up race, Nene. That I do. She's grieving her son. I feel that there's enough people talking about racism where Nolan's mom doesn't need to. I think she's doing the right thing, talking about the memory of her son, the kind of kid that he was. The phone thing is suspicious. I'm not going to hold you. It is suspicious that a teenager didn't have his phone on him. I understand also why a person wouldn't have a phone on a boat, because I've been on boats. I've been on, yachts even. I've been parties where I didn't have my phone on the boat, especially like when I was doing things like kayaking and I was in smaller boats. I didn't have my phone on me, especially when the people that I wanted to talk to was with me. But a teenager not having their phone on them, I don't know. But I don't think that's enough to say foul play. I just think there's not enough facts out there yet.
Now, the one thing I don't like is he should have came
Come
back
on now,
with the
somebody
group.
would be locked up. Nene, I'm not disagreeing with any of the things that you're saying. I'm not disagreeing at all. I would rather have a conversation about it and just bring you guys the facts and let you guys draw your conclusions from the facts. But I can't even say somebody would be locked up because we can't say that there's a crime. So I'm not sure. Do you agree with her that somebody would be locked up? She said it's not about race, but goes on to do the race baiters make zero sense, Nene. But we can't say. I think, Nene, it's important to wait for the autopsy. I think even if it was in my opinion, even if it was, but we can't say that because there was a white kid that lost his life and nobody's really talking about that, Nene. So I can't really say that. I'm not mad at you for saying that though. But I think that even if it was a white kid that lost his life, they would want the autopsy. You don't agree with me?
The one thing I will say is, I don't know if you remember the father or stepfather saying that he did find it odd that he didn't come back with the group, and that they were having a hard time believing the friend saying that he stayed back with the young lady. I don't know if you saw that part or not, because he was taught if you leave with a group, you come back with the group.
I heard that.
So but again, we won't know anymore until we get the autopsy report. I know they said they spoke to the young lady. I guess that hasn't been made public yet. But it's definitely a tragedy. It's very sad.
Yeah, I was looking for the case. I was looking for the case of the white kid that was missing. And then I ran into Daniel Uring, the black kid.
That's the one in Texas.
That was a kid in Texas. Oh, we definitely can agree to disagree. No, Nene, I'm not even necessarily disagreeing with you. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with you. I hear you. I'm just waiting to draw my conclusion. I want to read more about it. I want to see the autopsy, and then I'm going to revisit the story. So I'm not saying I agree with you. I'm not saying I disagree with you, because the truth is I just don't know. I don't know, my friend. I just think that if there was foul play, which right now there's no evidence of there being foul play, you got the FBI involved. We just have to see. We just have to see. There's so many holes in the story, so we all wait on the autopsy. Aren't you waiting on autopsy? Yes, waiting on autopsy because that's going to say if he had water in his lungs or not.
Waiting on both of them. The independent and the specific.
That's going to say people were arrested in a Daniel Irving case.
Yes, there were 2 people arrested, one 19 and the other one they won't show the face because he's a minor. He's considered a minor. I believe he's 17. And remember, originally that was considered a drowning until they reopened the case.
Mm-hmm.
Because they tampered with evidence. And I think they're only arrested for that so far. But I know that they tampered with the evidence.
Nini, all you have is speculation. You have 0 facts, and you are sheepless. I think she's just waiting to see what's happening. She just wants to see what's happening in the story, like the rest of America. We don't want to see. People just want answers. Where did Nolan go after he left his friends? Like Claude said, his father taught him, if you come together, you stay together. A lot of Black families are taught that. I don't know if white families are, but I've heard that growing up. I want to know why somebody would be interested in seeing how this case will go. What are you looking for? I want to see the autopsy because that's the news that's happening. I'm just curious. For me, I'm looking at a young kid that lost his life again. I have a young kid, and it made me double down on my kids' phones, their friends, my daughter. She could swim, but she's not the best swimmer. My daughter wanted to go to, I can't remember where it was. I want to say Colorado, someplace that was like full of pools and stuff like that. I was worried,
I mean, and it very well might not even be about race. We saw the Sanquello.
No, Nini's okay. Nini's good. Nini's good. Yeah, Bella and Nini. Yeah, Nini's good. She has a right to her opinion. And I was hoping earlier, when I was covering this, to hear an opinion. Nini's opinion is, a lot of people feel that way, and I'm not mad at her for that. Aaron, huh? Let me use my phone to see your comments.
I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the Shanquella Robinson case. That hasn't even been solved, and that's been about 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, Nini's good. Nini's good. I welcome all opinions. It's fine. Aaron, I don't see your comments, but I can see it now. If you were typing, I don't know. In these chats, I try to get to all your comments, but yeah, no, you guys are good. You guys are good. She said if the shoe was on the other foot, there would be an arrest. That's if you look at the oh my god, my brain is tired. What case was that in Texas?
Daniel Irving.
That's it. There was an arrest there.
There were 2 arrests.
Were they white kids that got arrested?
One white. I don't know about the other one because they won't show his picture because he's underage.
Okay, my point was there was a white kid arrested in that case because he tampered with evidence. So I can't say that a white kid, that was a Black kid that lost his life and a white kid was arrested. So I don't know, you guys. I'm just not quick to jump on a race thing. I'm not quick to jump on it. But I'm not going to censor you guys from saying what you want to say. But I just have to stick to the facts of the case. Oh, you're fine, Mello. Nini, she'll get you together. I mean, I remember Shanquella Robinson. She was unalived in Mexico.
That's right. I remember that one very well. Again, no one's been arrested in that.
Because you have cases like that, you can't be upset at a person like Nene coming in and say, wait a minute, what if there was foul play? What if race had something to do with it? A lot of people are saying that, you guys. I'm not blind to the commentary that's out there. All I'm going to do is put it out there, give you guys the information, and let you guys draw your conclusions from it. I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to take away from it. We have the funeral. When the autopsy reveals whatever it's going to reveal, I will show it to you guys, just like I always do.
And
So
we know
she
the
waiting for the fact, and she's speculating. I can't say. I thought I heard her say she is waiting for the facts. I'm pretty sure she said she was waiting for the facts. Mello, did I misunderstand her? I think she said she was waiting for the autopsy when I said it. I'm waiting for the facts, Mello. Just like, oh.
And we know that Shanquella Robinson, that was not racial. Those were her own people, her so-called friends. I think that's the sad part. Some of these young people don't know the difference between friends and acquaintances.
Oh, Jussie Smollett. Don't even bring Jussie Smollett up, that clown.
Oh.
Mellow mix with Jussie Smollett.
That's the worst possible. Oh my gosh. The Nigerian.
The last upload I put out was about Nolan Wells. Send me a link.
Heck, they still haven't solved the Kanika Jenkins case. How long ago was that in Chicago?
To be fair, there's a lot of cases that haven't been solved, but Kanika Jenkins, friends and acquaintances, we have friends. Oh, Nene, you're good. I am going to revisit this, Nene, when there's more evidence. I'm going to put it out there. I'll go live earlier if you guys want me to and talk about this, Nene, but I always appreciate you coming over. Misunderstood panel and some of the chat. Have a good day. May some have the day they deserve. I'm going to holler back. I have no time for bums. Love you, Nene. That's why I said Nene will speak her mind now. How many times are we... Aaron, if you talked about Nolan, you guys give me your commentary on Nolan. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about Nolan Wells. You guys don't have to censor yourselves in my chat, but Nene's not going to censor herself either. So you guys just have to be ready for all commentary. I don't censor my chat. Okay, you guys, I gotta lay it down because I'm starting to stutter. I'm starting to, yeah, and I went past my 2 hours. I love you guys. Are we still friends? You guys cut up in the chat a little bit, but I don't want to censor my chat. I know it gets heavy, but I don't. I let you guys work out, you know. If my mods don't censor it, then I have my mods that will take care of it. But as far as me, I just talk. I let you guys do what you want to do. I have some uploads coming. I'm a little nervous about some stuff. We'll talk about it later. But for those of you that support me, that support my commentary, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys when you get your memberships. Thank you guys for leaving comments under my community wall. We're definitely connected. And I'm here for you guys. If you hear something you don't like, we can talk about it. If you want me to cover something, we can talk about it. Claude, I may not always agree with you, but I do appreciate you and your support. And yeah, I was rocking out in your chat a little bit, but you know.
You've always been a more than gracious hostess towards me, and I appreciate you. And you already know. Listen, I'm Team MU.
Appreciate you. You know I always do. I mess with you sometimes. Your name was hella long, but we fixed it. Yeah.
Always fun.
Yeah, but we'll cover this case. You'll come back and cover this case with me?
Yes.
I do
want to watch this
see what happens
tomorrow.
with the autopsy, and we'll maybe I'll play some of the audio for you guys and stuff like that.
I'm going to watch that tomorrow. In fact, it's less than 4 hours now. Oh, no. It's Central Time. So I guess it'll be about 10 o'clock my time. It's from 9 to 11 Central Time. So I'm guessing
I'll be
around.
at work. I'll be at work, but I'll make a YouTube short on it. I'll do a short, and then hopefully I'll have a video for you guys later.
You know what? Hold on, Mello. I do have to say this. Mello, keep in mind that the Wells family hired Sharpton and Ben Crump. Are they racist because they hired them? Yeah, that was extreme. Those are not friends.
That was funny. I'm going
trusted
through okay damage, but that was funny. What's it called?
No, I was reading Aaron's thing about Kanika Jenkins. That was a horrible case. And again, that's why I say between. So they're racist as far as you're concerned because they hired them. How foolish does that sound?
Who
They
got
hired
caught
the best
doing?
possible. No, they hired the best possible people for their case. So because they hired Ben Crump and Al Sharpton, they're racist. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, they did hire Al Sharpton. I don't know why they were bringing up Al Sharpton. I thought they were bringing up Al Sharpton. Oh, that's right. They did hire Al Sharpton.
They hired both Sharpton and Ben Crump.
They got money to do that then. I mean, I don't know. I think you're going to do whatever you're going to do for your kid. The mom probably doesn't want to think that. She probably just wants to cover all angles. I'm not mad at her for it. She's going to do what she's going to do. Not mad at her. I'm praying for the mom. And just, this is a hard world, you guys. It's hard. So I try to keep my commentary pretty light. The FBI is involved, but they would be involved because of originally he was a missing person. So the feds are involved because of that, not because of any mistreatment or some kind of nefarious criminal. Mm-hmm.
They, Mello. You literally said that the family was racist. All they want to know is what truly happened to their son.
Right, damage.
Just like Carmelo. That's a totally different case. Carmelo. That's what. See, this is where it gets.
When I stay up this late, I want to eat.
Carmelo is that's a totally different case. Carmelo first of all, Carmelo shouldn't have came there with a weapon. This young man didn't act to whatever happened to him. That's a totally different case. How are you going to put that in the same? Come on, Mello, stop it. That's a totally different case. You can't compare this to Carmelo Anthony. Come on. Jeez. We don't even know if any foul play even happened with that.
I have not listened to Al Sharpton. What was that?
No idea. Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
That was very odd.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but
yeah, that might be the time we got to get out of here.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna lay it down. I will be back later today. We'll be back on our regular, late night news. Thank God. We'll just listen to Trump. We'll talk about Iran. We'll talk about we gotta talk about the funeral. We will talk about the funeral if I can find it on a channel
now,
like the show.
That's going to be on the Griot channel. I know that.
I'm not gonna share something from that channel. I can get a copyright. Are you okay? So
you didn't say he was going to share it. I didn't know he was going to. I don't know what news platform it's going to.
I'll find it.
I'll check it out. I'll look for it.
Yeah, wait. We don't know shit, but also it's like this white kid's fault with
he
he can't say if he's saying that I didn't hear.
When did he
right.
say that? Hold on. Let me know where is that? Where did he say that? There shouldn't be fault on anybody as of yet. We don't even have an autopsy yet. No one should say it's anybody's fault yet.
Can't.
And if he did say that, he's dead wrong. We don't even know if there's even fault anywhere. But anyway, I know I gotta
Al
let.
Sharpton did not directly blame the white kids, but he heavily criticized their actions and the circumstances. So even though he didn't say it outright, it's like he's implying heavily.
But how can he criticize them if we don't know what actually happened?
Because he talked about the Wells phone and the keys. I don't think I'd have my keys on a boat because I'd be worried that my keys would get lost in the water. So I'm not mad about that. He's talked about his, okay. But Al Sharpton said that there's no rush to judgment. But he said it's wrong to rule racism out. So he said you can't rule out racism, is what he said. Well, so yeah, Damage, I'm looking into it too. But no, he is heavily implying it, but he didn't directly say it, but he's saying he's criticizing the kids' actions. My thing is this, you guys, young people, I'm not making excuses. They don't know how to act. They get scared easily. They're not going to do things the way that a 30-year-old or 40-year-old would do things, okay?
Especially when there's alcohol and other substances involved.
21, alcohol. They're not going to listen to his press conference. Okay, no, I will. They're not going to do things the way that that we would do it.
Well, again, 17 and 18-year-olds, alcohol, and they're saying possibly another. Well, again, that's another reason why we're waiting on the autopsy. I mean, all of those are a bad mix. So let's just wait for the facts before we all jump to conclusions. And again, you cannot compare that. The Carmelo Anthony case is a totally different case. See, what happens is these people try to lump all these cases in the same vein, and you can't do that. They're all unique cases. And maybe people are also looking at the Daniel Irving case and thinking that could happen here. But again, that was after an autopsy came back. We don't know anything until an autopsy comes back. So everything right now is speculation. Until the autopsy report comes back, we don't know whether it's been foul play, whether it was just a tragic accident. We have no idea whatsoever.
Again, that we're standing with this family till the very end, and make sure.
Oh, that's Ben Crump. I hear that.
No, this one's sharp. This one is Al, but it's not on. But I didn't get the whole.
You are struggling.
This is a lot. I'll have to listen through. I have to listen through this and see what he's talking about. But
Flight 360, and they discovered that the phone is on land. The phone is on land, but you're saying he went missing on the island, and so it's not adding up. And so they go get the phone, and you hear her tell herself when her and her sister start going through his phone, Jared, they realize that there are deleted messages, so they're trying to figure out, well, why are there deleted messages on his phone? I mean, it becomes relevant when you start putting everything together where we can't just say, oh, there's no instance of foul play. We're going to get to the truth one way or the other. The fact that, and this really makes no sense to me, Reverend Al. This notion that, he drowned, y'all have, I'm sure, seen all the videos out there. I mean, if he's drowning, nobody sees him drown. Nobody offers assistance. Nobody tries to help him. I mean, obviously, he stands out. I think, the only black person I saw when I'm looking at the videos. And if you see him drowning, you mean nobody is going to try to help him? It's not adding up. It is not adding up. And that's why the family, at their behest, we had an independent autopsy being performed. And we thank Colin Kaepernick for helping to pay for that independent autopsy. And we thank Tyler Perry for helping to pay for the funeral. Wow. Because as Reverend Al said, these were just regular parents going about their life. They weren't expecting any of this. And then we're having to try to how all these.
Oh, congratulations, Aaron, on that. Congratulations. Wow. Prayers to you.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
To be able to go and see if they can retrieve deleted messages. We have to have experts. You'll hear from Attorney Park talk about, where the body was found when it was recovered and how long it took to be recovered. We think all of those are relevant issues to trying to understand what really happened to Nolan Wells. And this independent autopsy is so very important because we had his body flown from Mississippi to Washington, D.C. because his family wanted to make sure that they had a doctor who had no ties to Mississippi law enforcement to do an independent examination of their son's body. And we are hopeful to get that results in the very near future. We were hoping we would have had it today. However, as you all know, here in New York, they canceled all the flights yesterday. And so it took a long time for his body to get to the medical examiner's office in Washington, D.C. But rest assured, as soon as we get those results, we will make them known to you because we believe transparency is very important. We want to lead by example. We want them to be transparent, and we want to be transparent. We know they conducted an autopsy. We are waiting on their results as well. The final thing I will say is this. If there are any people who are on that island, any young people who recorded videos, who witnessed things, who may have saw Nolan at any time on the island, please, please, please let us know. Please call BenCrump.com, call the 800 number, just any information. They are desperate. We're in a ferocious pursuit for the truth. And y'all, if it was your child, wouldn't you want everybody?
That's all.
Mississippi law enforcement offense.
Yeah, I'll have to spend some time with that, you guys. I'll spend some time with it. Dabber said there was an autopsy performed on Nolan. Unfortunately, we're all going to have to be on hold waiting for toxicology. But as far as everything goes, it looks as natural cause of death. Right, damage. Unfortunately. All right, you guys. I'm praying for the country. Praying for all of you. Be safe. We will talk soon. Mello's on it, boy. Mello's on it. I'm gonna lay it down, and I will be back and talk to you later. Claude, you got any final words for us before I go?
Just prayers for the Wells family. I just hope that everything it turns out that it wasn't foul play, because I would hate for this country to be any more divided than it is already. And once again, thank you. Thank you to the chat. Thank you, of course, to your gracious hosting as always.
Always. Thank you, Claude. You know, I always appreciate you. Always appreciate your support. No matter how crazy I get, you're always there. And I appreciate that.
And it works both ways. I can be a little wacky myself. And with that,
we'll find out. We'll find out. Damage. That's another angle. I think the autopsy. Yeah, we'll definitely fire up a live stream. I probably won't do it on my vertical. I'll do it over here. So make sure that you guys you got your bell notifications hit, because we'll talk about the autopsy. That's interesting. We love you back. Always be friends. That's right, Damage. Always. Mellow. Keep being mellow. Keep being you. You guys, we all have stuff going on, so I'll make sure that we can do these streams every now and again. It's not just about me, it's about what you guys are going through. It's, a show for you guys. You guys hold me down. I appreciate you guys, and we'll be back for my regular type of streams later today. Okay? Damage my man. Claude. And check out Claude. Claude goes live and talks about stuff, you guys. He's way more chill than me. No, so are you. All right, you guys. I'm gonna run. I'll see you guys later. We had a great day today. Oh, what did you do? Mars didn't have to step in. I do anything. Everybody was cordial, respectful, and I'd like to thank you all for your insight, all the positive communication. The mods didn't have to step in.
Well, thank you, Damage. Thank you for everything.
Damage, you do your thing. Damage, you're an amazing mod. Amazing. That was an excellent choice. I'm happy with the choices that I'm happy with the little group, a little chat and stuff. And we're gonna rock out. I'll need the mods when we cover Tyler. I almost said Tyler Anthony.
Tyler Anthony. Yep, it is definitely.
Good night, Mello. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. I appreciate you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.